Well, hello everybody. Jim Blodget here at Chemeketa Online in beautiful Salem, Oregon. Today I'd like to talk about how Chemeketa is using some Web 2.0 tools in its online environment. What we're looking at here is Chemeketa's homepage for Chemeketa Online, and some instructors are using some Web 2.0 tools directly in their eLearn class, which is what we call our Blackboard system. But some departments and organizations are using things like wikis and blogs and podcasts outside of the learning environment. So one of the things we do is for our instructor resources, we've created a Tech Hub Wiki. Here we are at our Tech Hub Wiki, which is kind of a repository for all the cool tools and workshops that we do in our faculty development lab, which we call the Tech Hub. Well, as you know, communication is at the heart of education, and things are moving fast when it comes to communication tools. The list of tools gets longer and longer every day. So here's just a partial list that I gave in a workshop a while back. Blogs and wikis, RSS, collaborative writing, all the drawing tools and things you can do with photos, shared bookmarks, presentation, audio possibilities, video possibilities, and miscellaneous things such as surveys, mind mapping, and file conversion. So I think the thing to do would be to show you just one or two examples, and I'd like to go back here to the Tech Hub for just a minute and explain that this is done in a Wiki Spaces space. It is free, and when I do put up information about cool tools, I create sample pages. So for instance, here in Sprout Builder, which is a new Flash widget builder, I've made some examples to show people that you can do things like clickable buttons that show you RSS embedded text. You can do pictures, you can do sounds.
Hello Salem, are you ready to rock and roll?
And very fast animations. And you can even embed movies all in the same widget. So you can do just video, which is what this one is, RSS feeds, little audio jukeboxes, and even feeds from photo blogs can be embedded in a Sprout widget. Well, you can see how handy it is to be able to show things. I'd like to also show you that we have a number of people doing podcasts, and one of the things that we do is a reading every Monday at noon called the Soapbox Poetry. We record these poetry readings as MP3 files using a little portable MP3 recorder. And then I put them up here on this edublogs.org blog, which is a free service. And edublogs uses WordPress, which is very handy because you can get plugins and widgets for WordPress, one of which is an audio player, which I've used here.
Says, my mistress's eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red. It's no.
And I've used categories to group both the authors, here are all of the authors, and the readers. So if you want to see Peter Starr's readings, for instance, here are all of his grouped together. So it's a really great way to archive and present audio recordings, and we provide a subscription page here, either by RSS, or we use FeedBlit as a subscribe by email service, so that every time we put up a new reading, a notification pops up in your email. So The thing I'm really most excited about most recently, however, is that Google has just announced Google Sites. So for the last week I've been looking at Google Sites, and I've created a sample site here for the Tech Hub. I really like it and can highly recommend it. The reasons that I like it is, one, I like its security. You can make sites completely private to a group of users, and it's based on the root URL of your organization, because you're invited by an email message, and the email has to come from and go to a root email address like chemeketa.edu. So this is what it looks like when we're not signed on. Notice that the branding is very similar here to our Chemeketa Online branding. I was able to take the logo from our website and use it in a Google site. There is no Google branding at all on this page, not even down at the bottom. That's another reason that I like it. I like it because it's free, and I also like it because of all the capabilities that come with it. If we sign on here, and the sign-in process is just your email address, now that I'm signed in, see, I can make a new page, and they've got a number of kinds of pages that you can make, the default being a web page, but you can do announcements, which is like a blog, a file cabinet where you can upload files to share, and other things as well. If you already have a page and you go to edit that page, it's a rich text editor, just like you're used to in other blogs and wikis. But here's what's different, is you can insert on the page other Google applications, like a Google Calendar or Google Docs, which include presentations and spreadsheets. You can do video from Google Video or YouTube. But this just blew me away. You click the More, and you get a whole bunch of Google gadgets that normally you would put on your Google Start page are available to embed in your pages in Google Sites. So here's the clock that I embedded here in the page, as well as a Flickr gadget that I put in here on our home page. When you're all done editing, you just click the Save button, and boom, your edits show up right there on the page. You can have documents that are just for the group that has access to your website with Google Sites, and I don't have much up here because I'm just experimenting, but you can share documents with the people in your site, and you can also share calendars. So it's your typical Google Calendar, and you can create agendas and set up meetings, etc., all with Google Calendars. So that's a very brief overview of Google Sites. We could use it with students as well as with staff. If your institution has student email system, you could use that root address for a Google site. So the question for me now is, how do we move from fitting the new tools in an old environment and rather think about designing new ways to doing business that take advantage of the unique capabilities of these new tools? So that's it for my presentation. Until next time, this is Jim Blodget from Chemeketa Community College saying adios.